In 2023, at an elite international sniper competition, marksmen from China, the United States, and Europe lined up expecting the usual podium. A team from Kenya left with the trophy. Nobody predicted that. That's precisely the point. Kenya does not advertise its military evolution. It doesn't need to. While the region debates who has the biggest army, Kenya has been quietly building something more sophisticated, a layered security architecture combining local manufacturing, Israeli air defense technology, digital intelligence systems, and counter-terror units that operate with direct presidential oversight. This isn't a story about numbers. 24,000 active personnel is a modest figure by global standards. What matters is what Kenya has built around those personnel. The tools, the doctrine, the partnerships, and the capabilities most regional analysts don't discuss in public forums, starting with the capability that surprised the most observers. Rank number 5, Local Arms Manufacturing, the Kenya Ordnance Factories Corporation, KOFC. For decades, East African militaries imported their rifles. Kenya still does, but it no longer has to. The Kenya Ordnance Factories Corporation, KOFC, represents a strategic shift that most regional security analysts underestimated when it was announced. Kenya moved from producing small arms ammunition to manufacturing functional rifles that have since been tested and field deployed by the Kenya Defense Forces. This is not a prototype program. These weapons have cleared KDNF evaluation and entered operational use. The strategic implication is significant. Domestic arms production reduces dependence on foreign supply chains that could be interrupted by sanctions, diplomatic friction, or conflict. Rwanda attempted a similar path. Uganda relies almost entirely on external procurement. Tanzania's manufacturing capacity remains limited to ammunition. Kenya's decision to invest in KOFC places it in a category shared by very few sub-Saharan African states, countries with genuine end-to-end small arms capacity. The memorable detail: Kenya now manufactures weapons it once only maintained. That shift in posture tells you everything about where this military's ambitions are pointed. What comes next in this list surprised even researchers familiar with this space. Rank number 4, Air Defense Leap, the Israeli Spider. Most East African militaries can project force on the ground. Very few can defend their airspace with credibility. Kenya changed that calculation with a single procurement decision. The Spider, surface-to-air Paion and Derby, is an Israeli-developed mobile air defense system capable of engaging aircraft, helicopters, cruise missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles at multiple altitudes simultaneously. According to the Defense Post, Kenya's acquisition of Spider represents the most significant upgrade to its air defense architecture in a generation. To understand the regional weight of this acquisition, consider the comparison. Uganda operates aging Soviet-era air defense infrastructure. Tanzania's air defense capability is assessed to be limited by most open-source defense analyses. Rwanda has invested in ground forces and intelligence, not airspace control. Kenya now possesses a system designed to neutralize the kind of drone and low-altitude aerial threats that have defined modern asymmetric conflict, including the type of cross-border incursions that characterized Kenya's security environment in the north and northeast. Israel does not sell Spider to states it does not trust with it. That relationship matters as much as the hardware. This is the entry that changes the entire picture.
Rank number 3, Elite Human Capital, the KDF Sniper Program. Numbers and hardware matter, but in modern security operations, precision human capital is often the deciding variable. Kenya's investment here produced a result that forced the international defense community to pay attention. Kenyan SWAT sniper teams have competed at elite international marksmanship competitions against personnel from China, the United States, and European NATO members, and won. This is documented. This is not a regional competition. This is a global field. Elite sniper capability matters beyond competitions. It reflects training doctrine, psychological preparation, equipment standards, and tactical integration. A military that produces world-class marksmen has, by definition, invested seriously in the human architecture of its Special Operations pipeline. Compared to Uganda's Special Forces Command, which focuses heavily on presidential protection and counterinsurgency, or Rwanda's RDF, which is widely respected for discipline but operates under significant international scrutiny, Kenya's sniper program represents an investment in precision warfare capacity with immediate counterterrorism applications. The sniper competition podium was not a photo opportunity. It was a capability signal. By the time we reach the number 1 entry, one capability will reframe everything you thought you knew about Kenya's security posture. Rank number 2, Counter-Terror Architecture, Somalia, the Presidency, and what operates in between. Kenya's most consequential security investment is not a weapon system. It is a command structure. According to reporting by the Daily Nation, Kenya operates specialized counter-terrorism units under direct oversight of the presidency, bypassing standard military and police chains of command. These units are deployed primarily in relation to operations inside Somalia, where Kenya has maintained a presence as part of the African Union mission since 2011, and in the volatile northeast counties bordering the Somali border corridor, where al-Shabaab retains operational reach. The significance of presidential-level oversight is structural. It means these units operate with political authority that cannot be blocked at the ministerial or parliamentary level. Decisions are faster, accountability is more direct, and their activities are shielded from the kind of public scrutiny that constrains conventional forces. No comparable publicly documented structure exists in Uganda, Tanzania, or Rwanda. Kenya's counter-terror architecture is, by design, the part of its military that the public record captures least. Rank number 1, Digital Security Infrastructure, Huduma Namba, Geospatial Mapping, and the Intelligence Layer. Kenya's most powerful secret weapon does not fire around. It processes data. The National Integrated Identity Management System, Huduma Namba, was publicly framed as a civilian identity program. Its security architecture tells a different story. The system links biometric identity data to a centralized government database, creating the foundation for surveillance, identity verification, and population tracking at a scale no other East African state has approached. Alongside Huduma Namba, digital occurrence books for police, replacing paper records with searchable centralized databases, advanced geospatial mapping, deployed to support both military operations and law enforcement, and a broader digital intelligence infrastructure that, according to available documentation, has been integrated into active security operations. Compare this to Uganda's surveillance framework, which exists but is not digitally unified at this scale, or Tanzania's, which remains largely analog in its operational architecture. Rwanda's data infrastructure is sophisticated, but its population base is a fraction of Kenya's. The strategic logic is this: a military that knows its territory, identifies its threats digitally, and links its intelligence to its operators in near real time does not need the largest army. It needs the most connected one. Kenya, quietly, has built exactly that.